4 ways to make strength training fun and exciting as a marathon runner. It's no secret, most runners do not like strength training. They find it boring, but most of them do know how important it is to strength train. And so in this video, I talk about how to make strength training fun and exciting. And I even give you a training plan that you can follow starting today. And so if you don't know who I am, my name is Tony Johnson. We've helped hundreds of runners train for half and full marathons. And this is the same exact advice I give my top paying one-on-one clients. So enjoy the training. Four ways to make strength training fun and exciting if you find it boring as a marathon runner. So most runners, it's no secret, they do not like strength training. They think of it as just an afterthought. They want to run every single day, all day long. And if they do strength training, it's far and few between. And the reality is the reason runners are finding it boring and not exciting and more of a task than looking forward to going to the gym is because they don't know what to do. They don't have a plan or structure. They don't know what exercises to do, how to do them, reps, sets, weights. If they are doing it, it's more inconsistent, where it's here and there, maybe once a week, maybe every couple of weeks. And also what I've found is that there's no purpose or intentions. They don't truly understand why they are doing what they are doing and how it is going to affect their running. And I've worked with a lot of clients who maybe are similar to you right now, who know they need to lift weights, but they just find it extremely boring. And what I've found is the clients who take the strength training serious, they have a plan, which I'll talk about the plan, and I'll even give you an example exercise here in a sec. But once they have a plan and they start to see the benefits of it, they stick to it forever. And so it really comes down to having a plan and, more importantly, understanding why you're doing it. And so to make it fun and exciting, number one, first and foremost, you need a plan and you need a structure, something that you can be consistent with. And what I would recommend, especially if you are training for half or full marathon right now, is to lift 3 times a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, alternating in between days. I would do a push-pull leg split, push, chest, shoulders, triceps, pull, back and biceps, legs, quads, glutes, hamstrings, calves. And you can do a push day on Monday, leg day on Wednesday, pull day on Friday. And if you do it like that, well, then you're not going to be super tired and sore for your runs, because if you train legs on Wednesday, that will give you 2 to 3 days to fully recover before you do your long run on Saturday or Sunday. So there's really no reason that this approach wouldn't work, because not only have I done it for all my marathons, but the hundreds of clients I've helped and the thousands I've given out my training plans to, this is the structure that we'll use is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, lift weights, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or Sunday, whichever you prefer. That's when you will run. And so what you want to do, like if you look at the push-pull leg split and you break it down, all you're doing is you're training each muscle group once a week, right? So there's, depending on who you ask, there's really 5 primary muscle groups. You have the chest, shoulders, and triceps, which is, technically it would be considered arms, but chest, shoulders, and triceps you would do on Monday. On Wednesday would be leg day, quads, glutes, hamstring, calves, which the primary are just your legs. And then on Friday, you do the pull day, which is back and biceps. And so if you stick to this structure, you are essentially training each muscle group once a week, which is all you really need to do. Sure, if you want to speed up the process and you want to isolate a certain muscle group, maybe you want to get your hamstring stronger, or maybe there's a lagging muscle group that you want to get stronger or tone up, well, then it makes sense to do it twice a week, but no more than twice a week. And honestly, if you train each muscle group once a week and you hit it hard, like you get out everything you put into that workout, you push yourself, you're tired, you're sore, you're fatigued, training each muscle group is plenty. Like, you don't need to go over that. So I would do a push-pull leg split Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then here, another thing that makes a difference is timing, right? If you train in the mornings, try to keep everything consistent, where at, let's say, 9 a.m., you work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or at 6 p.m., try to keep everything the same, because if you do, let's say at 6 a.m. Monday, and then 6 p.m. on Tuesday, and then noon on Wednesday, everything's just going to be off, and it's going to be kind of hard to create that habit. But if you do, okay, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m., I'll be in the gym lifting weights, it's a lot easier to build up that habit. And then once you build up the habit, you'll have the momentum. And then from there, it's pretty easy to be consistent with it. And so I would find a time, preferably I would do the time that you're already working out. If you're running at, let's say, 6 a.m., well, then I would also lift weights at 6 a.m. And I would just replace the runs that you're doing with the lifting. And that's the easiest way to go about it. And the second thing to make strength training fun and exciting is you have to have strength goals. You want to stay competitive. When you're running, what are you usually doing? You have a goal with how many miles you're running. You have a goal with how fast you want to run. You have a goal with what type of run you're doing. You have a goal with the overall distance of whether it's a half marathon or a full marathon. But the point is you have a goal. And what I've found talking to a lot of runners is they don't have any purpose. They don't have any goals. They just kind of go in there and wing it. And if you're just winging it, well, then there's no intention, there's no purpose, and you just will think of it as an afterthought. But if you have a goals, especially if you're competitive and you want to see the improvements of your running, you have to have strength goals. And so how do you establish the strength goals? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to document your strength training workouts. You want to set a foundation to see where you're at with everything. And so the best thing you could do, and I'll walk you through an example workout here in a sec, but what you'd want to do is you'd want to do an entire workout routine, and keep track, whether you write it down, whether you keep it in your notes on your phone, maybe remember it. But what you'd want to do is you'd want to document, how many reps you're doing, how many sets you're doing, and more importantly, how much weight you are doing. And then after you set a baseline and a foundation of how strong you are, well, the goal is to improve on that. And so then you want to try to increase your weight every 1 to 2 weeks. And so let's say you are doing shoulder press, right? And you established that for 12 reps, you can do 20 pounds. And you're like, okay, this is where I'm at. Shoulder press, I can do 20 pounds for 12 reps. Well, next week or 2 weeks after that, see if you can do 25 pounds. See if you can do 30 pounds. And what you'll find is you're going to be able to progress a lot faster early on rather than years down the road. Like, for example, I've been lifting weights for 13 years now, 14 years, something like that. And there are exercises where I'm just stuck. Like, I cannot, I can't beat my current numbers, but then there's other exercises that I'm still able to progress and get stronger. And so you just want to be able to have something to aim for. And if you are trying to get stronger, well, trying to increase your weights every 1 to 2 weeks is ideal. And another thing is, like, for the exercises, like there will be some where you're going to be able to progress a lot faster, because a lot of getting stronger is, first you got to figure out the form, the technique, how to do it. But then the second thing is really just mindset. And once all that, kind of clicks, you're going to start to see you get a lot stronger and a lot faster. But with a caveat is that you do it long enough. That's another thing, is like, some people want the instant gratification where they work out one time and they want to look like an Instagram model or some professional athlete. And it's like, that's not realistic. It takes several years to get there. And what I've noticed is the clients I've worked with that are brand new to running, it takes about 8 weeks for them to start seeing the benefits of running. So what I've come to establish and realize is it takes about 3 to 4 weeks for a brand new person who has never lifted weights or hasn't done it in a long time, doesn't know what exercises to do. About 3 to 4 weeks for them to get comfortable with the routine, with the equipment, with the weights, and just kind of setting the foundation, right, of lifting weights. And then about 5 to 7 weeks, that's when you start to see the changes in your body. muscle definition, a little bit more tonality. You start to see your strength go up. And then after about 8 weeks, that's when you start to see it all come together, right? That's when you start to see you're running faster, you're running stronger. Some of the clients I've talked to, they say it's like having nitrous when they're running. Like when a car in Fast and the Furious, they hit the nitrous button and it goes a lot faster. Well, it's the exact same thing with running it. But the thing is, you have to stick it out long enough. And 8 weeks, I would say, is that bare minimum. Now, if you can continuously lift weights for months, years, and decades, well, then that's when you feel like a completely different person, and just has. And so you really want to make sure that at the absolute bare minimum, you do it for about 8 weeks. And I promise you that if you hit the gym hard 3 times a week, you have a routine, you stick to it, then in 8 weeks, give or take, you're going to start to see the benefits of it. And you'll get stronger, you'll run faster, and then also reduce injury. A lot of runners, they end up getting injured more often than not. It's overuse injuries, and so focusing on getting stronger, helps with reducing that. And so there's a million reasons of why you should lift weights, but once you get into a routine and you start to see the benefits of it pay off in your running, then that's truly when I believe that you'll be hooked on lifting. You just got to get there. You got to get past that threshold, past that learning curve. And that's just, what I've realized over the last, 4 years of helping a few hundred runners train for half and full marathons is once they have a routine and a structure and they start to see the benefits of it from a physique standpoint and a running performance standpoint, they always stay with it. And so you just got to give it enough time for you to actually see it. And like I was saying, it's roughly 8 weeks. And then a fourth thing that you can do to make running or lifting fun and exciting is do it with your friends, right? If you want, there are classes you can do. I'm not a huge fan of group setting and classes, just because you don't have control of the workout routine in the program. Some of those routines aren't necessarily the most effective when it comes to getting stronger. It could be more of a HIIT style. It could be maybe you're doing full body, or maybe it's not as long, right? There's a lot of factors that could essentially water down the quality of the group setting classes. But if it's something that will get you into the gym and at least lifting weights, that's better than nothing. And so you could do group settings. If you want, I think this is a great option, is you work out with a friend or a family member. You still do the exact same workout, and I'll show you it here in a sec, but you do it with a friend. Same exercises, same number of reps, same number of sets. You change the weight, of course, but you essentially just doing the workout routine together. And then the last one, which since I moved to Austin, this was my only option, is you make friends at the gym. If you go to the same gym every single day at the exact same time, you see the exact same people. And everyone in the gym is nice and willing to help out. And so all you really got to do is just say hi. And it makes it a lot more exciting, a lot more enjoyable. You have something to look forward to. And so all you really got to do, go to the gym for at least 8 weeks, follow a routine that you like, that you can stick with, do it at the exact same time, and let your friends and family members and people in the gym, help you out. And so here's what a training plan schedule will look like. So what I was saying is you'd want to lift 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So Monday is a push day, chest, shoulders, triceps. Leg day, Wednesday, quads, glutes, hamstring, calves. And then pull day, back and biceps, and you do that on Friday. And then you would add in the runs, for Tuesday, Thursday, and then Saturday or Sunday, whichever you prefer to do your long run. But this is how it would look. And then in terms of an example workout, and I have a million workouts, and some of the other videos I break down different workouts, but here's an example workout, a push day, that you could do this. You could do this every single Monday if you wanted, but you could do dumbbell bench press followed by, and you do this in order. You go dumbbell bench press, and you do incline bench press. So these 2 exercises are chest. These 2 are for your shoulders, and then these 2 are your triceps. You would start off, if you're brand new, do 3 sets. And then as you progress and as you get stronger, do 4 sets, maybe even 5 sets. I would stick to the 8 to 12 rep range, because if you start doing 20, 30, 40 reps, it becomes more of a cardiovascular workout. And that's just simply not the goal with strength training. The goal is to get stronger. And so you want to stick to the 8 to 12 rep range, because let's say you only do 1 rep or 2 reps or 3 reps. Well, now you're increasing the likelihood of you getting injured. And so 8 to 12 rep range is that happy medium where you're lifting heavy weight, but not too heavy where you're putting yourself in to get injured. So stick to the 8 to 12 rep range. Do 3 sets. So the first set, you could do 12 reps. The second set, 10 reps. And the third set, 8 reps. And so, for example, let's say you do 12 reps. Maybe you do 20 pounds. And then the second set, you do 10 reps and you do 25 pounds. And then the third set, for 8 reps, you do 30 pounds. And so as you decrease number of reps, increase the number of weight. And so give yourself, 60, 90 seconds between each set. And so what it would look like is you would start off dumbbell bench press. The first set, you would do 12 reps. Then you would wait 90 seconds. And then you do dumbbell bench press again. You would do it, let's say you do it for 10 reps this time. Go a little bit heavier. Wait 90 seconds. Do dumbbell bench press the third time for the third set. Maybe you do 8 reps this time. Wait 90 seconds. And then go to incline. Same thing. Then you go to dumbbell shoulder press. Same thing. Arnold press. Same thing. And you get the idea. Then you go to triceps. And that's the entire workout. I would do this exact same workout every single Monday for at least 4 weeks, 6 weeks, and then mix it up. And this is a workout you can do at home. All of them are dumbbells. And so I hope you enjoyed this training. If you did, hit the subscribe button.